Well, go on traders. Yeah, the traders here again, man. Okay, so Muln stock. I'm gonna give you an update in terms of what's going on with the options. So stick around to the end of the video, and I will show you what's going on there. But so far, as you can see, we seem to be forming a support. So if you look at the stock here, there is a bit of consolidation at this level. So let me zoom in a bit. So as you can see here, the stock came down, pushed back up, came back down, retested the support. So this is kind of what we want to see. We want to see a bit of consolidation. So what that does is actually give the stock a chance to push back up. So as you can see, the stock came down to this level, and what we want to see is it push through here. It tested the resistance before. We want to see it push through here, so you know that if it does, then there will be like a curve. So I don't want to predict anything, but if you take a look at a possible trend forming here, draw a line here. I don't know where the bottom of it is. Until you get that curve, I do not know where the bottom is in terms of the end part of the trend. But if I draw this line here based on the top of a possible new trend, and this is where the stock has pushed up, hit a resistance in terms of a diagonal resistance, but I don't know where the trend will start to push up there. So I'm going to leave this line right here, because what I will do is like copy it, copy it as a parallel line, and I'm going to put, whenever the trend starts curling up, we're going to put that line there. Okay, and then you will know exactly where the top of that trend would be. But right now we don't know where the bottom of this trend is. So this is basically what I'm seeing. So not to say I'm trying to push the stock or promote the stock or pump the stock, but I like to catch trends early. So just like how there's a trend here, all I'm doing is drawing the trend line against the top or the bottom of the trend itself. Okay, so I'm kind of just trying to predict where it will go. So if we take a look as to what happened on the Yahoo Finance, as you can see, the stock came down. The market cap basically stable, hasn't sold off a lot. Stock came down, pushed back up a little bit. The volume was low, and I did say yesterday that this week looks like it's going to be a flat week, based on the fact that the options that we're looking at show that it's next week before things start moving in terms of open interest. So let's jump into the options here now. So remember, yesterday the call options was around over 10,000. I think it was around 13,000 thereabout, while the puts was basically low. But now the call options have dropped. What this could mean is that chances are persons have their option has now triggered. Maybe they have set a buy order. It has now triggered. So chances are you have less calls to be triggered. So the volume has gone down. So maybe people are betting that yes, this is where the bottom is. So I'm not saying that this is the bottom of the stock, but it appears that way so far. In terms of the open interest, so that remains the same as yesterday. Open interest for December 16th, still high. Open interest for, will I have any, well, 11,000. So still around the same as what I showed you yesterday. So in terms of where I think the stock will go, based on all the indicators, seems like there's interest coming in. Chances are maybe not until next week, as I said. And what we are looking for is for it to come back above this resistance line. Okay, and the resistance that we are talking about, let me zoom out a bit, is this one. This was the original support, which is now the new resistance. We want to see come back above that. Okay. All right. So as per usual, if you like this type of content, like, subscribe, give me the thumbs up, and until next time, traders, we'll see what happens for today.